Don't you just love it when you start editing the series and find something that you can't really address until 5 episodes later? Yeah, it's great. See, I found that back in episode 5, there was actually a Chozo artifact hint hologram here that I blatantly missed. It's this one right here, just pretty much right in front of the doorway into this place. Now I already scanned it to test that I had indeed missed it. This one. There's a tower within the ruins where light always shines. Move through the waters there to find the artifact of Life Giver. This was another one that we could have gotten earlier, but I didn't because, again, I blatantly missed it because, you know, it's me. Anyway, to the Chozo ruins! Wait, what? Oh. Alright, so apparently I've spent enough time around to get a hint going in the Chozo ruins. Game, I haven't even started the episode properly yet. What is this? Now with all that out of the way, what's going on, guys? My name is Matt Omega, and welcome back to Let's Play Metroid Prime. In the last episode, we defeated the major boss of Phendrana Drift, Stardust, and got ourselves the Spider Ball expansion to our Morph Ball, which now allows us to climb on those magnetic rail tracks you've been seeing. We also came back here to Chozo Ruins, and we got ourselves a new Charge Beam combo, the Wave Buster, which I haven't been able to show off yet due to, of all things, lack of missiles. And in this episode, we're going to be exploring further into Chozo Ruins, because as you kind of saw from the hint system there is more to this place than meets the eye. There's actually a section out this way that we've yet to go to, and we now have the means to go there. But the first thing that we're going to do is come back around here and try to get back into that sun chamber, because that is where our next artifact is going to be. So I probably should have stayed in the map for that. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to meet you guys by the elevator to Magmore Caverns. Alright, back in the elevator room here. So the first thing we want to do is go through to this tower that we came in before. Now, first thing I want to do, of course, is take out the War Wasp hives, because I do not want to deal with those. Freaking hell. Oi. There we go. Good. No War Wasps. Now, we want to climb up this tower, because as I mentioned once or twice, the other side of the sun chamber, the side that we first came into from the Arboretum, is actually blocked off. We can't go in through that way. We need to come in through the tower. So to get up here, we need to open this, and we got more runes to deal with here. So let's go around finding those. And hopefully getting more missiles along the way, because I really need those. Alright, so here's one up here. One. There's two. Oh, I never really scanned these, did I? You can actually scan the wasp hives again after you've destroyed them. War wasps are resourceful insects. The destruction of a hive will not deter the survivors from rebuilding a new home. Surviving war wasps will defend new sites with their lives until the hive is complete. This won't add to our research log, but, you know, it's a nice little touch there that's, got a little something extra. Now, these, again, are made of cordite. For this, we need super missiles. So, from that, you may have guessed that the last rune is over here behind yet another cordite panel, making me low on missiles once again. Which worries me, because I really want missiles right now. Now that is opened. And now that we have the spider ball, we can climb up the tower. And try not to hit any Oculus along the way. So here we're going to have to make use of regular morph ball jumps with the bombs to get up. Also watch out that when you use the bombs on these, they'll break your platforms. Yep. Aha! That is called screwing the system. Whoa, what the hell? I do believe one of the, yeah, this one I believe. When Chozo's spirits have been drawn to this tainted place to release their bond to the world to claim the artifact of wild. So, we're dealing with ghosts, maybe? That's a pleasant thought. Game, there's not nearly enough missiles. Come on. You're holding out on me, game. Through here and back into the sun chamber. Alright. Here we are introduced to one of the more annoying enemies in the game to deal with. These are Chozo Ghosts, spectral entity, biologic field invulnerable to natural energies. As these entities phase in and out of existence, the only way to track them accurately is with X-ray scanning. This partially phased nature makes them invulnerable to natural energy types such as fire, ice, and electricity. Their aggressive and erratic behavior is most likely due to the corrupting effects of phazon in the Talon 4 environment. They appear to be drawn to Chozo religious sites where they wreak havoc on anything that dares enter the area. So yes, no other beam except the power beam will do damage to them. Aside from that, missiles will also not do anything. But super missiles are fair game, which is why I wanted them. Now, I'm just going to wait for... I need to see one clearly. Here's one. Alright, so this is our first encounter with these ones. So one super missile will do the trick with these guys. Come on, where's another one? Give me another one. There we go. Want to draw something for me? No. Yes. Where are you? Where are you? I can hear you. Damn it! And that's a waste of 5 missiles. And the tracking goes when they kind of phase out of existence. They come over to this side. There we go. Alright. Now we have our next artifact, and the initial entryway is now unblocked. Let's jump up onto Flagrazole Flower. And we have netted ourselves our second artifact. It's the Artifact of Wild, the 4th of 12. Sweet. Alright, so once again, whenever we collect an artifact, the hint that we initially got is now replaced with artifact acquired. So that again means that scanning the hints back up in the impact crater is not necessary for logbook completion. Alright, now that's done. We're going to go back this way. Yep. Now we can finally come back through the way we initially came. Because this is the way we want to take to go over to where that hint is leading us toward. Now the question is, which way do I want to head first? Alright, so I've had myself a little think there. Now ultimately our goal is, where is it? Over here. So we're going to need to find a way over there from what looks like the furnace. Maybe? Perhaps? It seems to be the right way to go anyway, but first we're going to make a couple of detours. First, I'm going to head back this way a little bit just to go into the ruined fountain, because now there is something for us in there, since we have, well, not only cleared out Flagra, but also have the spider ball. Let's go. This is a lot harder than it needs to be. Right, that's blocked. I forgot. Just down this way. Go away, and please give me more missiles. Game, you're being really stingy with missiles today, I've noticed. Anyway, back in the ruined fountain. Get into mothball mode and jump up into the fountain here. And get ready to press Z. Like that. Come along the spider ball track. Finally take care of that humming. But we now have ourselves another missile expansion. Back up and out. Freaking. I don't know why it wouldn't let me transform back in mid-fall there, but whatever. Next place I want to go to is back to the Watery Hall. Which is not too far away. Or just over here, really. Yep. All the steam. So much steam. Freaking steam. Give me missiles. really stingy with missiles. Can't imagine why. And back in the watery hole. Knock it off! Now, this over here is something we could have come back to investigate earlier on. But, what the hell? I didn't know I could reach that way. Coming through here. We have ourselves another little tunnel leading to... Oh, 2 blast shields, really? The dynamo! This place has 2 things for us, which is why I've left it till now. This panel here... That's a missile expansion. This panel here... Sufficient blast trauma will likely result in complete destruction, so just a missile. So yeah, we could have gotten this one much earlier. But I wanted to save it till now because, again, there are 2 things in here, one of which needs the spider ball. Another missile expansion. These things just coming in pairs. Ow. Nice, getting some missiles back. Give me more. Damn it, game! Christ. Alright. So that pretty much does it for the little side tracks I wanted to do. So next what I'm going to do is I'm going to head back to the furnace. I'm going to meet you guys here at the energy core just before the furnace, just so you know you get a feel for what I'm talking about. So again, that's coming out of here, climb to the top of the gathering hall here, and going across. I think I can... Yeah. Now that I have the double jump, I'm going to just double jump up there. Make climbing this a whole lot easier. And the shriek bats are completely unawares. Oh, look at all the missile drops. Alright. That's one other thing we can get while we're in here. Come up here, lay a bomb. We can break in here and get ourselves a missile expansion, which has kind of been taunting me ever since we first came in here because, oh god, the humming. Where are we from here? I can just keep this all in. Give me more missiles. Slightly. Better than nothing, I suppose. Not dealing with any of that. Just let me through. And you again. More missiles? Damn it. I didn't even need that much health. Alrighty. So back over toward the furnace here. Now we have the spider ball, we can finally progress along this path. And end up going to places inside the ruins that we never could before. Now, we want to boost along here, jump up. There's just enough time for you to lay a morph ball bomb there in the original version. So, don't worry too much if those seem too fast for you. Right. Hello. And goodbye. Thank you. Something else was there? Mine. Anyway, over here, we have more Chozo lore. What is this otherworldly pestilence that infests the land, seeking out life in blind need for corruption? And where did the meteor that brought it originate? Was it created by alien hands, or is it a roving chunk of a planet that suffered a violent end? Our minds quail in horror at the thought that long ago in some corner of the universe as yet unseen by our eyes, an entire planet was perhaps once coated with this great poison. Whatever cataclysm may have ruptured that doomed place, it must have been mighty indeed. And if other meteors from it spread throughout space, and bearing this evil to far corners of the universe, we hold fast to the hope that this is not so, that the only surviving remnants of this evil are here on Talon 4. Then at least there is hope for its eradication. Jeez, we can hope. Still in the furnace. There's actually a new enemy in here. We can't, like, go up and deal with them just yet, but we can scan them. Plated parasite. Yes, we have another form of parasite again. Hardy member of the parasite family, invulnerable to most weaponry. A cousin to the parasite, these creatures are known for their amazing resilience. Field studies suggest a weakness to morphball delivered weapon systems. So, we're only taking care of these things with bombs. Yeah, not even missiles do the trick. And I'm not gonna waste the 5 missiles for a super missile there. Door up here, but can't go through it. And obviously can't go through with the wave beam either. So, gonna have to find another way. Luckily, we did see this morphball tunnel just over here. Oh, the music faded out. That was a fair long tunnel too. Seem to be in a very different part of the ruins. Need the wave beam? Another half pipe. This is the crossway. We'll actually find a few things in here. Well, I guess first things first is I'll just get to the other end of this half pipe. Yep. And look at all the lore. So much lore. All of the reading. To the entrusted one, if you read these words, then our hope has not been in vain. Your path is fraught with danger. Monstrosities beyond description lurk in the shadows, starving, hunting for prey, searching for ways to quench the poisonous urges that bloom in their brains. Some of these are shrewd, but they are blinded by their evil designs. Believing in the black promise of the great poison, they seek to harness it for their own ends. It is these last that are the greatest danger. When you rid the universe of these creatures, you will be the true entrusted one. Well, thank you for your faith in me. None know if our temple, the Cradle, will prove powerful enough to contain this evil forever. For now, it wraps around that abomination, cutting it off from the world above. However, we believe the power of Cypher, which has been produced by linking the 12 artifacts, should be strong enough. The fate of this world is now left to the one who will collect all the artifacts in the future. The time when the entrusted one knows is approaching. Last one. Many Chozo are gifted with a distant sight, and even more begin to learn it as our harmonization with the universe becomes more and more complete. We peer forward, seeing prophecy in the ripples of the water, hearing rumors of coming days on the breath of the wind. Though we celebrate the distant sight, many of these visions are dark. The worst of the prophecies, and the most common, tells of the coming of the worm. Born from parasites, nurtured in the poisoned womb, the worm grows, devouring from within until the world begins to rot. Not all prophecies come to pass, of course, but we cannot help but fear this dark portent. Something like that certainly would be terrifying. There's a missile expansion. I want it. How do I get it? Oh, scan this here. Down to the cordite statue. Luckily, we've gotten plenty of our missiles back. Now if we scan this thing, something behind the wall seems to have activated. So we seem to be activating a fair bit of stuff here. It does, of course, mean lots of fun with the half-pipes. Yep. Nearly. I just completely lost the timing there. Oh. There we go. Jump up here. Activate the slot. What's next? Another one just on the other side. Perfect. Alright, one more time. There we go. Right. So now we've activated that little piston there as something of an elevator for us. Yay! I love reaping the rewards. Can I? No, I need to get up through the half-pipe. Damn it. Oh well. But that we're now done in this room. There's a fair bit for us too. Very lucrative, this crossway. Right, now we will move on. Oh, structural damage, but then again, these are ruins. Anything else for us to scan along the way? Oh, hello. Oh, there's a lot of scarabs. Only the holder of 12 shall face the worm. Well, they were just talking about the worm in one of the pieces of lore. So are we going to have to face such a worm once we get all the artifacts? Great poison corrupts all, even the Chozo. That is frightening, because these guys are, pretty powerful. Oh, hello. More ghosts! Oh, get your super missiles ready. Oh, is it just one ghost? It'd make it a lot easier. Oh. It was one ghost. I like that. Yes, now I've got a brand new music track going on. Now that we're in this part, this seems to be something of an inner sanctum kind of thing. We even got a statue of a Chozo here. And more lore! Things bound to earthly shapes are temporal and frail. Existing in a single dimension, they are fragile, vulnerable, and ultimately mortal. However, not all things obey this law. Shapeless, they wait beyond the realm of perception, emerging only when one arrives who can feel their presence. Such is the will of the Chozo. Our will to defeat the evil seeping into this planet remains. We desire only to see the darkness meet its end. The will of the Chozo has no mind or reasoning of its own, though. This will be the Entrusted One's trial. Well, thanks, guys. Hall of the Elders. I think that's what all of these read here. Mechanical structure of bridge in case it can be rotated. Okay, cool. Another thing. The Elder's greatest power lies beyond the second lock. Okay. Interesting. This guy looks like he wants to hold something. Well, let's give him something to hold. Actually, there was something a bit like this in Super Metroid as well. Where you'd have to go into a Morph Ball on top of his Chozo statue and it would take you somewhere. Same basic concepts. Except this guy wants to go bowling with you. Whee! Yeah, make sure you're holding down Z for that, or else you may fall. Three little panels there. Looks like we can get into with the Morph Ball or something. Let's try head on up there. This is... Ah! Okay. You are very, very rarely going to find any of these. In fact, this may be one of, from the top of my head, I think 2 in the entire game. This is not a save station, but a missile station. Step in these stations to fully reload your missile launcher. Very, very rare. Take advantage of it when you can. And hopefully now that I have all my missiles back, all 110 of them, which is great, maybe sometime very soon I can actually show off the Wave Buster. Because, like, it's such a cool thing to show off, because it's a proton pack. Anyway, that is not what I meant to press. Field covering a slot is composed of an erratic energy wavelength. Field covering this slot is comprised of an energy signal that appears to be affected by cold. Right, energy signal that appears to be affected by heat. Alright, well the only one we can do anything about is this one. Which, color-coded for your convenience. Shoot it with a wave beam. And now something will change. And indeed, this thing does indeed rotate. A new path is open. Thank you, game. I appreciate your words. So, we'll go bowling again. Maybe we'll have some different results. So there we go, up in there. And of course all the locks are back. Well, let's just move ahead and see where we end up. Got this little force field here. Safety shot online, windows secure. Now let's turn it off. So now we can easily just jump back in here from that platform down there. It's an easy double jump. Yep. So now I don't have to go through all that to get back up here. Which we may need to do. Possibly. Hello. Drainage shut-off is holding. Maintaining a water level of the reflecting pool at 95%. Oh, there's another scan down there. Fractures detected in telluric alloy drain cover. Cover still functions, but its integrity is unstable. Well, if you remember, telluric alloy is vulnerable to morph ball bombs. So break that and we just drain the pool. Sorry, guys. So which way shall we go first? I say this way. I'm actually going to line myself up with the stone toad there and try to, stay in line. Because that is something about this room that I do like to do is, when you're on the half pipe here, if you want to get to the higher levels, try to line yourself up with the stone toads. That way, they will suck you in, and when you lay a bomb and kill them, you'll pretty much be exactly where you need to be. So, it's pretty easy. Shooting there. And check this out. We now have the ice beam. So we can now open white doors, and we now have a beam with ice energy. Now, this is the slowest firing of our weapons, but it deals some damage, and charge shots can actually freeze enemies. Now, I mentioned in a much earlier episode that one of the things that the trilogy version misses out on in terms of visual effects is some little particle effects that go on when you're charging a weapon. It's most pronounced with the ice beam here. Well, not exactly particle effects, but most pronounced with the ice beam because in the original version, when you're charging the beam, you'd start to see your arm cannon frost over, which was a really cool touch, but you don't get that here. And I'm assuming that's just because, you know... I think I can just jump over that. Yep. There we go. So this room. We have ourselves a save station, which I think I'm going to take advantage of. So I'm going to be ending this episode here now that we've just gotten a brand new beam weapon, which, you know, is pretty substantial. So yeah. So we've gone quite a ways through the Chozo ruins and discovered a whole lot more stuff. And again, ice beam. It's pretty cool. I just realized what I said. I think I should just end this now. So next time on Let's Play Metroid Prime, we're going to see what else we can discover here in the Chozo ruins and, you know, clean up a couple more things. So, as always, thank you all so much for watching. Until next time, guys, my name is Matt Omega, and I'll see you guys later.